As we read through the Gospels, we find out that Jesus didn't just prefer the 12 apostles, and he didn't just prefer these 3 guys. There was actually one man that had a closer relationship to him than all the others, the Apostle John. On the night that Jesus would be betrayed, he made a prediction of his betrayal. He said, one of you is going to stab me in the back. And look at what John's Gospel says. In John 13, it says, his disciples stared at one another, at a loss to know which of them he meant. One of them, the disciple whom Jesus loved, was reclining next to him. Simon Peter motioned to this disciple and said, ask him which one he means. So they're sitting at a table, and not everyone can sit right next to Jesus. And even Peter, who becomes one of the most famous apostles, doesn't get the prime seat at Jesus' side. He has to sit next to him and ask this man, John, what Jesus meant. And did you catch the special nickname John had? Not just one of the sons of thunder. He was called the disciple whom Jesus loved. When people looked at how close Jesus was to John, they were like best friends. They said, that's the guy that Jesus loves. No one else got the name. He wasn't called one of the people that Jesus loved, but the disciple that Jesus loved. And because Jesus is God, and because God is always good, this friendship could not have been bad. So what do we learn from the fascinating story of Jesus' relationships? We essentially learn that friendship is not a sin. Being selective, preferring some people's company over everyone's company is not wrong. It's not sinful. It's actually Christ-like. You can't accuse people of being in a clique because they just hang out with 3 or even just 1, because Jesus Christ was never cliquey. He was perfect and compassionate and kind, and yet he spent more time with some than others.